Alright everyone, how's it going? Um, it's raining as I'm making this video, and I've waited too long to make this video anyway. It's like already 7:26 p.m. and I slept because I was up till like 8:15 a.m. I don't know how long I was up for. Point is I didn't get enough sleep, and I feel kind of irritated, so I'm gonna feel a little off, but you know what? It's alright. Because I gotta get this done. And of course, this thing takes forever to load. That's what I hate about this VirtualBox version. Let's get back into where we left off. Hi again, Jason. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I'm hacking my word. Well, I'm in the Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, so pretty much this is the kind of stuff that I already read. Whoa, what's with the glitches? Thanks for keeping your promise, Jason. I hope this isn't the overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Are you alright, Natsuki? That color looks a lot better on you, by the way. Oh, come on, like you deserve any slack. Even with you glitched out, you still haven't changed. Of course, you haven't. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, you won't see the end of it. I couldn't even read that, but it doesn't matter. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. I'm sorry, Jason. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, can't really say no either way. The music sounds off now. Oh, here it's back to normal, okay. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. I don't know, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is How's This Girl Accidentally Being So Adorable. I'm not going to say that other word. She even picked out a book she'll think I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Okay, and I finally got to figure out how the controls work on here. You have to press the pause button to do this kind of stuff. See, there we go. Enthusiastically, I take the book. Phew, well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to give some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nat is rummaging around the closet. And you're gonna send me there, aren't you? Because this game obviously wants what's best for me. But you know what? I'll do it anyway, because why not? I hear Natsuki utter an expressed sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. If you hear the music in the background, this is part of why I didn't want to start recording, because I knew interruptions like this were going to happen. But you know what? Hopefully this music drowns it out. You looking for something in there? Whoa, I can't say that on here. I can't do that on here. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. Sorry, I'm adjusting. What's the point in keeping your collections organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Nakusuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right? Sometimes. I think it's one things that you work anime really into. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, some of this we've already read. I'm trying to speedrun this anyway, in a way. If I'm using it way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. So you're kicking me out, basically, if I'm gonna judge. Yeah, you're very, very nice of you. Very nice of you. I can't believe you'd be like that. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Jason. Don't judge a book. I like that they're changing it up, at least. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Like a bomb? Like how the Joker throws into Terminator's hand, like this? I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. Succinctly, Mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Hey! Put me down! She takes a seat against the wall beneath the window wills. She pats on the ground and that's her, signaling me to sit here. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't actually expect to be sitting this close to her either. Now the thunder, I hope people did hear. Not that I can say it's really a bad thing. Yes, it is a bad thing. What do you mean? It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space when she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through all the volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished a series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Look, there's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kind of gratitude since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up the lack of plot. Oh gosh. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something like you with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... why do you look like that? I'm sorry, I already probably played this part of it before, but I'm still gonna judge. I am still gonna judge. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. I could never get my friends to do this. They think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, ooh, yeah, you should let him go now that it. Makes me want to punch him in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? Which part of it? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the heck out of me if he found this. He must not like anime then. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Gosh, I don't like this part. I'm looking at the text. Geez, that's enough. I have to look at the text because I can honestly not tolerate to look at Nat at all. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped a page. Finally, a black screen. Easier on the eyes. What's happening? Time passes. Natsuki's turning quiet now. Glance over at her. How adorable. You're asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah. Suddenly, Natsuki collapsed straight into me. Oh, gosh. Get off of me. Get off of me. Hey. Get off of me. Hey, whoa. What is happening? Okay, one second. Oh my gosh. Glitching out. Oh jeez. Atsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She didn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Jason. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway. So she isn't stable either. Which one of y'all are stable? Yuri? Is Yuri stable enough? Or are you the most stable out of them all? Because I know all of you. Well, no, because you killed somebody, so I don't know which one is. Why don't we all share poems now? Who should I show my poem to first? Let's see. Let's do Monica first. I just start with Monica, as she seems to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Then we'll do Nat, get her out the way, and then we'll go to Yuri. Hi Jason, having a good time so far? Yeah, good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever hear any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or anything we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep it in mind. You know what? I gotta rant. I don't know if I ranted about this before, but I gotta say it again. I'm glad that I'd rather go to this school than my personal school because the people there aren't the nicest. Especially when trying to join a club and stuff. Well, during the clubs, they have to be a little nicer because probably because they know, like, in their head that, oh, he can leave anytime he wants to, so I better be nice to him. And there's not really a lot of guys that do clubs because, I don't know, all the guys are a bunch of, I don't know how to say it, guys aren't really into that kind of stuff. It's mostly girls there, but even then, they're mean too. That's why I'd rather go to the dumb Doki Doki school. Not because, oh, it's your fantasy, not because it's a fantasy world for people, but no, because they're actually nicer to me here. Crazy in the head, but at least they're nice to me. Because people at my school have not been nice to me. And honestly, it's hard to find friends whenever you're in school, whenever some are too cool for you and some are too weird for you. I'm like, that's why I just keep to yourself. Anyway, I'll rant more about school later. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Hey, that sounds like me already. I'm much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Somebody's walking. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Jason. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. And that's true. And I'm not gonna poem. I like it, Jason. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, I know why. I know why you're saying that. No. It kind of makes me think of something Nat would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Okay, thank you for telling me what to do to get her away from me. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But then sometimes she just loses it all. Her strength and shuts down, like earlier. Oh, so that's what happened. You basically get malnourished. She gets malnourished. That's sad. I understand why now. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into pretty girls too, you know. Not me, because they're always mad. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see the color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. There I breathe the space before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fear, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular now. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. When was the inspiration behind this one? Or what was? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. Actually, I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced by poems a bit. Again, we've read this before. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about these stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. First of all, get something down on paper and tidy up later. Yeah, I've read all this before. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Like a literal NPC. Because I don't want to die at the end. Okay, we'll start with the things I don't like. First of all, why are you smiling? As Doki rereads the poems. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things, like being asleep, or editing, or anything else. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? Somebody just joined the party. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I should be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me like, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what a real lit looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Dang, there's no making you happy. Is that the problem? There's like no making you happy. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. That's like, you must really hate me. Yeah, that's probably it. But now I didn't know the information from before. Now it makes sense now. Can't figure out if it's a win or loss that you like the poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Yeah, told you you weren't gonna like it. It's alright. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so they don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? There are some make message any less valid. I've read all this already. Give me to the glitch part. Finally, I can look at the screen the right way now. Ugh, I am gonna get exhausted in this. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start talking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Yeah, that happens. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing is I recognize in new writers that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. In the end result, they both style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Ray finds her main train of thought, as if it's her demeanor totally changes. Jamming is completely gone and she still sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. As you can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. That's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read yours now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which is kind of funny. After all, in Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, shut up and read it. Ghost. Under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. See, and that's why I suck at reading this game. I think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. If it wasn't too short, I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since this is our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story's about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did, only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't had enough of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. It makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated, as if everyone's just judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. The music, what's happening to it? This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. Eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Oh, I know what happens. They start fighting because they become ops now. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions stage. As you can I know fear and frustrations. Of course, one is mad and what is sad. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. I suggestfully returns the poem to the desk with one hand. As you can say, it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you clearly miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You should try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out to be nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, of course. And Jason did too. Of course he did. So based on that, I'll gladly give some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Jason liked the poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Okay, here we go. Yep, this is where we go. That's not what you're sensible. Maybe you're just jealous that Jason appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do go really cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't one. I can't say that. And I still can't believe that my name, Jason, and that other word will be in the same sentence. I still can't believe it. So we're skipping. Natsuki. What's happening? Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. But you're yelled too? Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. Uh-oh. You're as young as you look. Me? Look who's talking. You want to... I can't say that. Edgy. Sorry, my lifestyle was too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? It's the first chance of sickening attitude. You need to counterbalance your toxic personality despite the dressing and acting cute. The only cute thing is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on the urge. Shut up, Natsuki. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? Okay, yep, I can't. You can read it, because I think they're gonna keep saying that. Yeah, go on. Let Jason hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. No, don't worry about me. You have to worry about defending yourself. Don't worry about what I think about this thing. You go ahead and worry about yourself. It's not like you're recording me after she knows I was standing here. Jason, she was trying to make you look bad. That's not true. She started it. I can't even read this. Okay. Yep. It's gonna die. It's gonna die. What happened? Hey Jason, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Thank you for saving me. Getting me out of there. Sorry about that. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once we're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Yes, you're very good at this, Monica. I can tell. Very good. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. Yell! Yell! Just like I'm yelling right now. Be like, hey, stop that. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, I guess so, I do. If it makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Yeah, because the other two they're crazy in the head, I guess. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out the classroom. Looks at me, and she leaves. Instantly, she left. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. Okay, Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Jason, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. Yeah, y'all had a bad day. That's what happened. It's fine, Yuri. You know, you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. Responsible president. I have to congratulate you for that. So I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. No. Keep Monica around. She can help keep the peace. Let's have both of y'all here. That'd be a lot of fun, right? It's not that. I just didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Jason. It'll be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you. Okay, thank you. Thank you for getting me out of there. I've had enough for the night, for today. I gotta get this video uploaded anyway. Yuri, if you want to discuss the book with me that bad, come to the house. Come to the house. You know where I live. Pull up. And then we'll discuss your books all day and all night till we fall asleep. And you can get then you can leave it. All right, well, that's it for tonight. That's it for today, I guess. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Also, this rain's getting annoying.